that is the Astral Ouija that me and my half-sister and my half-brother created. It has all the basic all the basic letters of the alphabet and the numbers as well, but it has 4 extra symbols. This one is when etheric entity can take over your body. It's an invitation to take over control over your body. So if you go over it, it means that they wanted to try that out. It's also possible. It's called possession, actually, but it's so negatively viewed. It's possible. This is automatic writing. For this you need a paper and a pen. It's also possible. And here they can also give you, via your third eye, pictures or even entire video footage or visions of other planets and other etheric planes or other dimensions, frequency-based dimensions. And they can also take over your vocal cords, only your vocal cords, and talk through you. So that's also a powerful symbol. We'll be offering practically this Astral Ouija in a shop in the future and within a couple of weeks. So if you're interested, just write me a message. This time I'd like to make contact to a former Imperial German officer, if it's possible, if anybody wants to talk. And a so-called Reichsdeutsche, who can explain us or help us, and is willing practically to do this on the recording. Are we talking to an Imperial German officer? What is your rank? Oberst. It's an officer, high officer's ranks in German. And your name, if we may ask it? No name, no. Is it true that there is an Imperial German colony in the inner earth, and the earth is hollow? Yes, yes it is. So it's called New Swabia, yes. And its capital city is named New Berlin, yes. How high is the population of New Berlin? 2.5 million, yes. Wow. Impressive, yes. Are the Imperial Germans also, well, there to intervene at the end of times or to pass judgment? Yes. Is it true that Hans Kammler practically escaped from war-torn Germany and made it to the inner earth? Yes. And is it true that you also experimented in time travel? Yes. Well, that's really interesting. Do you have anything else to say? It was an honor. Okay. Thanks a lot for your information, and cheers. Well, it's just pretty incredible. I felt this incredibly powerful energy. You have to actually experience it to be able to comprehend how it is when an etheric entity or a projection or a former Imperial German officer, we could have asked him if it was alive or projecting. There are 2 different ways practically to communicate in an etheric fashion. Either you're already in soul form and you're in the other world, in the so-called paradise or the higher frequency-based dimensions, whichever you want you inhibit. And they can also project and come downward. But also you can also project etherically with your soul form and even make contact. So that's another question we could have asked. Sadly, I've forgot to ask that question, but it's good to know, you know. It's incredible. I suggest you try it out by yourself and see how incredibly powerful the Ouija board actually is. And it's not demonic or evil or negative. It's a tool that you can use to make contact with the other world. Again, it is a tool to make contact with the other world. You can attract positive or negative entities, but normally, according to the law of resonance, the universal law of resonance, You attract entities that resonate at your frequency, and it's mostly good. It does not mean that negative entities cannot influence your life or have influenced your life already. We will be selling the Astral Ouija board in around 2 to 3 weeks. Either only the board, maybe with a manual, of course. We're still writing on the manual, actually. I'll make a separate video with the so-called entities, the mythological entities that we already found online. It's incredible. I start more and more believing that we live in a RPG role-playing game. This is a fantasy role-playing game. Just imagine a fantasy world where all these mythological entities actually exist, from gnomes to dwarves to elves to fairies to greys to ETs, Aldebaranic Aryans, to even so-called vampires. I sensed their presence one time as well. They were not negative. Even so-called dragons, and they can all make themselves appear in front of you with their third eye. They can sense you, and they can already direct your energy, what you're going over the board with. It's an energy that you have to follow. It pulls you, actually, and you have to sense where it's pulling you, and that's how it actually is practically under foreign control. You can actually see it on the board that it's under foreign control, and that it's an entity that is from the other world taking over control. And they can even possess you, or when you invite them. It's just that in our modern society, possession has become so negative that it's, oh my god, he's possessed. You've watched so many horrible horror movies on otherworldly contact, and it's always evil and negative. Everybody's programmed to react in fear. Sometimes the people in the Third Reich who heard Hitler's speeches felt that he was also possessed in a positive sense. That he was practically an avatar, as Miguel Serrano puts it, and was speaking sometimes as an avatar. According to the Hindus or the Vedic scriptures, the last incarnation of Vishnu or Kalki avatar will take place, the 10th incarnation of Kalki will take place within our lifetimes, or in this age actually. And according to the Bible, it will be the coming of the second coming of Jesus Christ. And according to the Zayahan prophecies of Priestess Zayaha of King Nebuchadnezzar of ancient Babylon, Zayaha, the Priestess Zayaha, High Priestess Zayaha, it is going to be the third Sargon. Or according to the Hopi Indians, it's going to be the Great White Brother that will bring justice to all mankind. The Great Avenger, according to the Babylonian priestess. That's what I believe, that this messianic figure will appear at the end of time and show himself. I wanted to make a video about the Astral Ouija board. Again, we're going to offer this on a shop. I'll put the link below this video when we have it online. Or just contact me personally if you're interested in buying it. It works, and cheers.